On the front of the National Enquirer, there's a pig on here named Elizabeth Taylor. I mean, what a pig. What a pig. She is just, as far as pigs go, she's a pig. I mean, she's been married, 8 times? I guess all in front of, I bet you all of them were in church weddings, too, where she swore to her maker, what a liar. 8th time getting married to this guy. Spending all this money. How sickening, how sickening. I value money. I really do. I value money. I try my best to save, no matter how difficult it is. I value money. And then somebody like this just takes it, burns it, throws it away. Makes me sick. I can't stand this pig. I really can't. Well, they did a survey of men. National Enquirer did a survey of men. And it said, this is what the shocker was. And if this survey is true, I believe that 76% of all men out there, you're morons. You're morons. 76% of you are morons if this is true. They said that 76%, even though Elizabeth Taylor's 56 or something like this, or whatever she is, 76% of you would marry her. You'd marry her. You find her attractive, and you'd marry this woman. They did a survey. That put me in shock, because there's nobody I would marry. Nobody I would marry. Nobody on this planet I would marry without really knowing and having some sort of mental understanding and know them, and really know them. You know what I mean. You're married. A lot of you are married. You know exactly what I mean. You can't just marry somebody from a picture or an image on television or whatever the movies, National Velvet or whatever it was. You can't marry. But there are people, it says 76% of men out there surveyed would marry her. You'd marry her because of her money and because of her looks. Is that true? Answer that question aloud to yourself. Would you marry this woman? Would you marry her, this obese slob? This disgusting creature, this pig? Would you marry her? Gross. I couldn't imagine it. Unless you're desperate. I mean, don't you 76 out there, don't you like to know somebody, know them well before you marry them? Don't you like to know them? I couldn't imagine. Is there anybody out there you would marry? Anybody? Is there anybody out there any of you would marry without knowing them? Like Christina Applegate or something? I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine, but it's true. Also, we're doing the Braves or whatever you feel like doing. It's 1:20 in the morning, or what is it, 1:18 in the morning. I'm David Paul. This is AM-750 WSB.
Atlanta's morning news. We really do things differently. At AM-750 WSB, our morning newscasts on the hour include business news information, together with traffic reports and weather updates every 6 minutes. Nobody else covers Atlanta's morning news like AM-750 WSB, the news, weather, and traffic station. Depend on it. Cheesecake and coffee, fresh bread and smoked ham, spices, gourmet or old-fashioned jam, peanuts and popcorn or candies, praline. These are a few of my favorite things, and that's just a few of Georgia's specialty food items. Instead of balloons, give a basket of Georgia's specialty food and wines. It's creative, practical, and always in good taste. That's a reminder from your Georgia Department of Agriculture.
In the studio with us today are millions of Americans. Millions, welcome.
Our pleasure.
We're asking millions of Americans to get their children's eyes examined once a year. All in favor of annual eye exams for children 3 and up, say aye.
Aye.
Say, I care means you care.
I care means you care.
Now say, Sally sells seashells by the seashore.
Sally sells she sells. Oops.
Gotcha.
By the seashore.
A public service message of the American Optometric Association.
Students begin school with lots of energy and enthusiasm. The balanced meals served at Georgia Public Schools help keep that energy and enthusiasm going. School meals, breakfast and lunch, are carefully planned to provide the nutrients and minerals students need. And a well-nourished student is more likely to be healthy, alert, and ready to learn. Encourage your children to eat the nutritious and well-prepared meals offered at their public school. This has been a message from the Georgia Department of Education.
Welcome back. David Paul, 1:20 in the morning. What a day. What a day. I'm having this problem. boy, I'm having this problem. You know, I only sleep like literally at the most 6 hours a day. I wake up now. I don't know why, but I'm not really tired. I'm not tired at all, but it's the thought of not sleeping much that is getting to me. I go to bed at 5:30 in the morning. I wake up at 11 in the morning, and I can't go back to sleep for the rest of the day. It drives me crazy. My kids are in school now. I'm thinking, you know, I used to get up every day in the summer at 11 o'clock, every single day. I got up to watch my kids. Now, my kids are in school. I don't have to get up till 2 if I don't want to. But I wake up every single day at 11 o'clock, and I can't go back to sleep. It's driving me nuts. I'm sitting there, I tell myself, hey, I can sleep 8 hours. I can. I can go to bed at 5:30 and get up at 2. I can do that every single day. But I wake up right at 11 o'clock every single day. It's driving me nuts. I mean, I'm not tired or anything. It's just, it bothers me. I would like to sleep 8 hours just to see what it felt like. But I can't do it. I can't do it. I lay back in bed at 11 o'clock. I lay there, and I'm trying my best to go back to sleep, but I can't go back to sleep. It's driving me nuts. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? That really is something. I thought that was something. That's why I talked about it. Hey, Bill.
Hello?
Has that ever happened to you, Bill?
Oh, yeah, Dave, you know what I think it is?
What is it?
Those are the first stages of jock itch.
Those are the first stages of jock itch.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Bill.
Or the other thing is,
Yeah.
you're probably... Do you watch Geraldo?
No, I do not.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Well, maybe there's a message that you're being woken up to watch Geraldo.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be interesting.
Mhm.
The reason I called, Dave, first of all...
Speaking of Geraldo, can I bring up something else, Bill?
Sure.
I was listening to... Wes had a guest on his show last night, and I was listening to Wes. And he had the programming guy from here at Channel 2.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about all these crap shows that they play over there. I mean, garbage every weeknight. I mean, pure stinking puke. And Wes had these loaded up with calls of people calling in and talking about shows they couldn't stand.
Yeah.
They couldn't stand. I've never seen any of them. None of them. I haven't watched one of them. Not one of them. I don't watch this stuff. And these people call up and they say they can't stand it. If you can't stand it, why do you watch it? Why do you even give it a chance?
Well,
Do you sit around at night, Bill, from 8 o'clock on and watch TV?
no, I don't even watch TV. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know what I do? I keep it on with the sound off.
Right.
And I listen to radio or something interesting.
Well,
But
it's the same to me. I watched the baseball game, but last night I don't think I watched anything. It's not even on.
there's nothing worth watching,
No,
Dave.
I like like Doogie Howser. Remember when he had sex or whatever it was?
Yeah.
And people just went crazy. I mean, the ratings went through the roof on this garbage show.
And where do they stop, Dave? You know what they'll do in 2 weeks?
Mhm.
You know that young buddy of his?
What's that? Yeah.
Yeah, you watch. She'll become gay or something.
Young buddy of his?
Yeah.
I see, Bill, I've never seen this show.
Well,
I didn't know he had a young buddy. You've watched it. You've watched
No,
it.
his
Because
best
you
friend.
know...
Naturally, I've watched it for a few minutes and glanced through it.
Well,
And
Bill,
turned it
see,
off.
I have never watched that show, and I never will watch this show.
I can't. Dave, I'll be honest with you.
You put me in shock by telling me you know he has a young buddy. I don't even know that, Bill. I wouldn't think a guy like you'd watch a show like this.
I sit there with my flipper on and
Right.
go through 42 channels.
But
you know
I would never with my flipper. I'd never even watch it for a minute and a half. I don't. Why would you?
It's crap because people are...
Well, see, you know it's crap because you've watched it.
I'm bored, Dave. There's certain nights
Right.
I'm bored. You know, if I haven't got a chick or something, I'm bored.
Well, I still wouldn't give it a chance.
But hey, can I just say one thing? Just get off
What?
the subject. Then we'll talk about television
All
the
right.
rest of the night because I like it because it all stinks and anybody that watches
It is things. And people call up and say, well, I can't stand it. It's a garbage show.
Oh, it makes me-
Well, why do you even watch it for 30
You know what?
seconds?
For you as a talk show host, or even Wes, to pull that crap, that is the easiest thing to have a talk show on it in the world. You can talk about television, and any moron will call up on any program. You know, for instance, Roseanne. You want to get all the morons, call Roseanne. And yet, I read in the paper that's the number one program last week in the nation. Number one. Would you believe that?
I have watched Roseanne. The reason I've watched Roseanne because I was with somebody that watched that garbage, and I watched Roseanne. I also sat through. God, I can't even think of the name of the show, but I've sat through. I watched one complete episode of that. What's that cartoon show? The Simpsons.
I've never watched that.
And it wasn't bad. It was funny. It was
But
funny.
you know what I did watch the other day?
I never watch it.
I made it a point because of the fact that I like Red Fox.
Right.
So I made it a point the other night, last week, to turn on his show.
Right.
His new one. Did you happen to see that?
No, I did not.
I turned it on 10 minutes and I shut it off. It was that bad. When
Right.
he's a grandfather, and the whole thing is just sickening.
Oh, like another one, Coach. You know Coach?
Yeah.
I've never seen it. People talk. I've never watched it. I've never sat down and watched it.
I've tried watching it. I turned that off, too. I don't like that either.
That Burt Reynolds show, never watch it. Never. I've never sat through that show and watched it. I refuse to sit down and watch this crap.
Well, imbeciles watch that kind of stuff. But
Well, I just find it hard to believe.
But can I just say one thing before I hang up here? Because I got to get it off my mind. I lost a bet tonight because I bet on those lousy Braves. I'm standing here right now with a Atlanta baseball cap on sideways, standing naked except for a pair of support hose. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That was my bet. I'd wear these for a week. Mm-hmm. So I'm stuck with them. But here's the point. I watched that.
It's nothing new for you, though, is it, Bill?
No, it's not. But it's just the idea that I lost and I have to wear the same ones. I can't change them. Keep them on for a week. During sex, everything. But here's the point. I watched that stupid game tonight, right? Those Braves, first of all, I'll tell you, they got the state of Florida all upset.
Why is that?
And I wish Wes Minner would hear this, too.
Okay.
Because, first of all, they went down and stole the damn Florida State Seminole fight song, all the Indian war cries.
Right.
That's strictly Florida State, which I don't know if you knew that, but that's where Dion graduated.
I didn't.
Florida
Mean Dion brought it up here?
Dion brought that up there.
Oh, man, I tell you, that's low.
It's all right, thievery, and the state of Florida is all upset about it. Because the hatchets and everything, the Braves now are trying to disguise that as that's their big promotion. They thought of it.
Yep, okay.
Then the other thing that bothers me
what's that, Bill?
is I'll be honest with you, tonight, I always thought that the Braves had a pretty good team until I looked at them against Pittsburgh tonight. Pittsburgh's players are better looking.
God, they're big guys. They're
big.
They're
just better looking. They're athletes.
They look like athletes.
They look like athletes. Your guys, Atlanta looked like they're out of condition, didn't they?
Sure, you're right. It looked like when Dave...
Were they on 3-day drunks or something?
Yeah. I don't know, Bill.
What are they doing?
All right, Bill.
Then, wait, I got one more thing. Then the guy that really screws up the whole field is Sid Bream on first base.
Yeah?
He's got kind of a goofy look to him. You don't look at him sometimes.
Yeah, he is a goofy-looking guy. He is kind of goofy-looking.
Get him off there. Get Hunter on or something.
You're right. See you later, Bill.
Okay.
Bye, Bill. Okay, let's go to Cindy. Hey, Cindy.
Hi, Dave. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good, Cindy. And you?
I'm fine.
Oh, great.
By the way, I find Sid Bream sexy.
The Sid Bream is sexy, huh?
Yes.
Right.
I think he's an attractive guy.
I think he's got a great butt. He really does.
No, he doesn't. His hips are awful.
I didn't notice that. I thought he had a nice, round, firm butt.
No. But anyway, listen, I called to talk to you about the Georgia Southern students.
Right.
And the murder charge.
Mm-hmm.
That is ludicrous. Mm-hmm. That's Cowtown.
Why is that? Why? Okay. I agree. I don't think they should. But see, it says if a person can be charged with felony murder if someone dies as an indirect result of that person committing another felony. They were committing a felony, but for them to be charged with murder just for stealing the top of a Jeep, I don't know. It's kind of.
Okay, well,
I realize this guy did have a family and everything. He's a family man. He had a right to live like anybody else.
It's sad, but his heart attack would probably have come on anyway.
Well, so
eventually.
He would have died anyway, so whatever happened, nobody should be charged with anything.
Right.
Okay.
These people don't live in my neighborhood. My entire Jeep was stolen.
Right.
Should I, sue? Should the criminals be caught for the graying of my hair? Do they owe me a Lady Clairol treatment? It was gone for 2.5 months.
Yeah, but if you were running outside in a panic and jumping, really jumping up and down or what, just really losing it, chasing after it, and somebody ran you down as a result of it. You were running behind your Jeep trying to get them to stop, and somebody ran over you, ran over you. Should they be charged with murder?
Well, this is not right, though, because should I have shot them stealing my Jeep?
Hell yeah.
They would have arrested me.
Right. Well, say your baby was in the back seat and, and have your baby in your arms. They were kidnapping your child. You had no choice but to kill them all.
Yeah, but my child's 14 years old. So.
Your what?
My child's 14 years old. So
yeah, well, the 14-year-old was sleeping and you were scared to death. You didn't know what these people had in mind, so I had to kill them. Right. I had to take a mallet and smash their heads in until pus came out. That's what I had to do, yeah.
Well, these people down in South Georgia have no idea of crime.
So that you don't think these guys should be charged with?
Absolutely not.
All right, see you later.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, hey, Tom, you're on AM-750 WSB.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Talk about ugly guys.
Yeah?
You'll see some ugly guy tomorrow night, Zane Smith.
Zane Smith, pretty ugly, huh?
Oh, yeah. What about Bob Walk?
Yeah, what about him?
He's not too pretty.
Not too pretty.
And they were both
I don't know, but see, I thought I was looking at Pittsburgh, too, and they are some tough-looking guys. They make our guys look really little.
Well,
Yeah, our guys do look like just, little bitty baseball players compared to their guys.
Well, I don't think size matters in baseball anyhow.
Well, tonight it did.
I'll tell you what, you watched the game, right?
Yeah.
Did you get up out of your chair when Lemke got thrown out on third?
Did I get up out of my chair?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I think I was walking around in here and just was
Did
glancing.
you look at it and say, no, I don't believe it?
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Well,
No,
what
I didn't react at all.
What happened to Bobby Cox? It was a close play.
He's taking a nap.
He's got to come out
Sleep
there.
at the wheel.
That's right. He's got to come out there.
Yeah.
He's got to argue the call.
Mhm.
You remember a game, you probably didn't see it on ESPN,
no.
with the Dodgers,
Yeah.
where Lasorda, with that same umpire, argues from the dugout and gets thrown out of the game, and the team comes back, rallies, and wins the ball game.
So Bobby Cox should have made a scene.
Bobby Cox was asleep tonight.
Right, asleep to wheel. All right, see you later, Tom. Bye, Tom. 872-0750 outside of Atlanta, 1-800-WSB Talk.
Atlanta's Morning News. We really do things differently. At AM-750 WSB, our morning newscasts on the half hour include Clark Howard with consumer advice and information, plus traffic and weather every 6 minutes. Nobody else covers Atlanta's morning news like AM-750 WSB. The news, weather, and
Welcome back, David Paul. 1:35 in the morning. To the phones. Go to Todd. Hey, Todd.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Todd.
How you doing, Dave?
Pretty good, Todd.
Well, what do you think about the Braves?
Well, what do you mean, what do I think about them?
Well, what do you think about what happened?
Well, I think they had a good season. Let's just go ahead and write them off.
Go ahead and stick a fork in them.
Yeah, let's go. This is it. Boy, it's been fun. I mean, maybe next year.
Yeah, what do you think about all those people out there waiting for playoff tickets?
Who knows? I mean, if they win tomorrow night, and I think they will. I mean, it's even.
Yeah.
So what's the big deal?
Yeah.
But they showed that they are a tough team.
Oh, definitely.
So what do you think?
Let's wait and see tomorrow. If they lose tomorrow, then I'll go ahead and throw my hat away and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to talk about Liz Taylor, how much of a loser she is. Don't you think so, Dave?
Do I think what?
Liz Taylor.
What about her?
I think she's a loser.
I think she's a fat cow.
How about the?
I think she's an obese pig.
Yeah, I mean,
Right. I couldn't imagine the disease that she's been. No, I have no idea. I have no idea where this woman's been. I mean, 8 husbands and who?
8 husbands.
God, I mean, is that what it is?
God.
Golly, what a disgusting creature. No.
Oh.
I mean, doesn't know anything about a real relationship, long-lasting relationships. Just, I don't know, maybe she feels guilty about just jumping from bed to bed, so she has to marry each guy. I don't know.
I thought she was in the hospital behind.
Well, you think what?
I thought she was in the hospital, and I thought she was, in pretty bad health. Next thing I know, she's out here, wedding the 89th guy in her life.
Yeah, no.
Sick.
Ugh, but the survey taken said that 76% of all men out there would marry her. They would marry her. And I think I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
What's this world coming to? I mean,
I'd marry her for let's say 5 hours if I didn't have to get near. And the minute I married her, she transferred $5 million to my bank account. Then I might do it. But I sure wouldn't want to get up close and personal with this thing.
oh, heck no. I mean,
Gross. Yes.
And I mean, another thing.
Yeah.
Them kids that got charged with murder. Dave, I've been through the police academy, and I've been involved in a little bit of law enforcement. That's not going to stick, man. It's not.
Now, I think the kids, they should serve time. I think don't charge them with murder and you have to stay 25 years till parole. I don't like that, right? I don't agree with that, life in prison or anything like that. But I think they should go to prison for a while.
Well, they should.
What they did was wrong, but charge them with murder, no.
Well, I don't think they should be charged. I don't think they're going to be held responsible.
They didn't threaten this guy. They didn't threaten him. They didn't touch him. They didn't do anything. The guy just witnessed it, and it overwhelmed him.
Yeah, they're not going to charge him with any way at all to do. I think they'll charge him. They won't come on because there's no intent there.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, that's in Statesboro, and there's a bunch of idiots that go to Statesboro anyway, so the heck
Right,
with them.
right.
But, I don't know, Dave. I don't know about these Braves.
Well, you just see one game and we're writing them off. Well, what a good season it was. Maybe next year.
I don't know, Dave.
I mean, there's a few games to go,
Yeah, I know.
Why don't we at least give them till tomorrow night?
Yeah, that's what
Why don't we hold back till after the game tomorrow night?
That's why I'm just going to give them tomorrow. If they don't do it tomorrow night, then, they don't
Yeah,
do it.
what's the point?
Yeah, well, the heck, if they lose, they lose. So
Yeah.
have to deal with it.
My luck is I'll find a scalper, right? I'll buy some ticket for $300, right?
Well,
and then I'll go to the stadium. They'll put in all their third string. They'll put in all these guys. They'll put Bell on first base.
And then they'll win.
And then they'll win. No, those guys are. No, they would.
I know exactly what happened Sunday. Them guys were a bunch of just absolute twits out there.
You and I could have done better.
Oh,
I could have pitched a better game.
My grandmother could have got out there and did a lot better job.
Right, we could have hit the ball better.
Anybody could.
Yeah, it was pathetic.
Yeah, well, I mean,
made me sick.
Yeah, they got ripped you off.
Ripped me off. So maybe they're just get like tonight. They got what they deserved. I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
You remember you made the comment, Dave. That,
What was that?
That because they should have put those guys in to get some practice, it may have cost them.
Right.
And look what happened. You were right. I don't know, Dave.
I think we saw tonight who needed the practice. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Yeah. Hey, see you later.
Take care, Dave.
Bye. Bye, Todd. Ooh, Scarlet.
Hi, David. How you doing?
No, I'm doing pretty good, Scarlet. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm pretty good. I got in the vehicle and I heard Bill from Tampa.
Uh-huh.
What's wrong with Bill? Last week he was coming up here in his raincoat, going to show Atlanta his tomahawk.
Right.
And now he's ready to pitch it, and, I can understand these people.
I don't know, Scarlet. I don't know. No faith, man. No faith.
Well, listen, David, if they don't win another game, I'm happy as hell the way they've played this year. Now,
No. If you don't win another game, you're a loser.
David,
there's only one winner, and everybody else is a loser. That's the way it works. I don't care if you go to the World Series. If you lose, you're a loser, right? Nobody. No. If we come back, it will be if they come back and lose. We'll give them just a nice round of applause, more or less. But we're going to look at them and say, losers, you bunch of losers.
Are we going to have a bonfire and burn all our tomahawks? Is that what we're going to do?
Hey, that's a good idea.
Oh, and about the guys.
I like it. I like that idea, Scarlet. We ought to do that.
Well, now, are we going to do that at the stadium? Have a remote? Bring all your tomahawks?
And let's burn them.
And marshmallows.
I like it. We don't. And let's strike the name Braves from every record. You're right. I like it.
Sounds fun.
That's a good idea, Scarlet.
Wear a bathing suit.
Yeah.
Let it be freezing. Build a big fire. That'd be fun.
They let Atlanta down. Yeah. Unless they win.
The pressure's on. They're going to be fine.
Unless they win. Yeah.
They'll be fine. The pressure's on them tonight, and
Right.
They were tense.
We need to send them a telegram. If you don't win, don't come back.
Well, yeah.
Right.
We could arrange that.
Well, we need to do that.
The other thing about these little college guys down there.
Yeah.
David, now don't you think that's probably a damn Yankee with that Jeep? I mean, who in their right mind would... These are little good old boys from South Georgia. They're not in the fraternities.
Mm-hmm.
Good boys. Just having a good time. Don't you think this is probably someone from up above them?
Well, we are talking grand theft. Grand theft. Now, they didn't have a gun or anything.
Well, of course not.
And they had a security guard that just, it killed him. It killed him. I guess it killed him. It put him in shock. It scared him. It made his well, I mean, there's nothing to laugh about. The guy died. I mean, he has a family.
No, I'm not laughing about
he had a wife he left behind and everything.
I think it was just his time.
Who knows?
I mean, I got so excited when I come to the radio station and met you, but I didn't drop dead with a heart attack.
Yeah.
I was so excited being there with you all along. But I didn't die. Here I am. So, I mean, it was just his time, Dave.
Right. It was.
You can't blame the good old boy.
Well, you don't know if it was his time.
Well, apparently
you don't know. So I don't know. I don't know. Should these guys be charged with murder?
No,
and we are very lax anymore. We don't punish anybody for anything.
Have you ever scared anybody?
Have I ever...
Yeah, and then thought maybe they would die, and then if they have, you've been charged.
No, probably just my parents, but no, I can't think about anybody I'm really scared.
I mean, I was so excited. I bet my blood pressure was just really strokeable stages meeting you last week.
Mm-hmm.
It was so exciting.
Was it really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, running my hands through your hair and all the fun things. But I made it through it.
Hey, you're on the radio, Scarlet. It's on the radio, Scarlet.
I'm sorry, David.
It was very memorable.
It was fun.
It was
I enjoyed it.
It was something, yes.
But now, what is this one, Melanie? Me and Mark and all of us, we can't call in now. I heard something that really hurt my feelings.
Well, what'd you hear?
Well, yeah, we're taking people's ideas about shows, and one of your remarks, you're not going to, one night, and regulars cannot call in.
Well, I thought, there's a lot of regulars, so I thought, no, just one night a week. That was just.
I wonder if the subject's something that really
was just something. I thought that was a good idea. I thought that was like let's say Wednesday is non-regular night, and if I recognize your voice, you will not get through all night, and just see what happens. Or a show where just you don't really recognize anybody. Of course, you may. A lot of people they call all the time. You just never notice them.
But David, I don't call every night. Only when something really interests me. Then I always listen. So if you ban me and then it's one night, it's really something that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
So I have to call up and disguise my voice.
All right. Well, I won't do it then, Scarlet. I won't do it. All right. See you later, Scarlet.
Take care, love.
Bye, Scarlet. Yeah, I won't do it. I'm a good guy, really. Hey, Ken, you're on AM-750 WSB.
Dave.
Hey, Ken.
How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good, Ken.
All right. I got a couple of things I want to talk to you about.
Yeah.
All right. Number one, I enjoyed your intro tonight, since you didn't have much of one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. Thanks.
I was listening last week, and
right.
You'd went to the bar, and et cetera, et cetera.
Sitting across from a girl.
Exactly.
And I froze. I panicked. I didn't know what to do.
That's fine. Before I was married, I did the same thing.
Right.
It's a little bit easier after you get married.
Well, I was married. I was married for almost 14 years.
Okay. Well, I'm going on like 13 now. But anyway, all right, Florida State chant. Somebody mentioned that. Okay. Now, that chant is only about 3 years old.
Okay.
All right, so we didn't exactly rob it. It's kind of come along in about the last 2 years.
We didn't steal it, huh?
No, we didn't really steal it so much. Now, no doubt that they do it well. But nationally, I think the Braves have put it on the map. Okay, now, Elizabeth Taylor.
What a pig. Would you marry her?
No, not now.
See, everybody, all guys are going to deny it. But if I have 9 calls on there, I'd say about 6 or 7 of you, according to the statistics that the survey taken, you'd want to marry her. But it goes, everybody calling me is going to deny that, right?
Yeah.
But it says out of a survey, 76% of males out there said they would marry her. They still find her attractive and they marry her. That is so dumb. Who would marry somebody you don't even really know?
However, now, National Velvet, somewhere about that age, I'd have married her in a heartbeat because, I was coming along about that time, too.
I wouldn't marry her, but I'd play marriage.
Definitely. Okay, now, got a couple more things.
Right.
All right, the Braves will win tomorrow night.
Okay.
All right, but the whole thing will be decided back in Pittsburgh.
You think so? You don't think we're going to beat them the 3 nights they're here?
Don't think so.
Yeah. I think Smoltz is pretty good, man. I think when they come back here, Smoltz will take them.
Smoltz
is a pretty Smoltz, Avery, good guys.
Hopefully, the crowd will have something to do with it, but I don't think.
Get rid of Lee Brandt. Get rid of Glavin, though. Get rid of those bums.
To a point. No,
they're just no good anymore.
Glavin, he's done so many good things this year. I can't.
Well, at the beginning of the season, but after in the middle of the season, he's our worst enemy.
All right, he has struggled, no doubt. But
he's a bum. Let's retire him. Let's trade him. Let's set up a trade. Let's get some real players down here.
All right, well.
Let's trade him to, AAA or something. Let's get rid of this guy.
All right, to a point now, but still, even tonight, he did so-so. And, if we had a few runs here and there, might have sparked it the other way. Okay.
You're absolutely right.
All right, another thing. Clarence Thomas.
What about Clarence? I don't want to talk about Clarence Thomas. The guy's abusing women, man. He's sexually abusing women. He's having sex in his office and everything. It's all coming out now.
Real quick?
What? Real quick what?
All right. Let me tell you this.
What?
One of the I worked for a rather large public utility here in the state.
Yeah, right.
All right. Now, had a young woman that came in.
Yeah. You got some inside dirt here? You got some scoop? What do you got?
No.
You got some dirt here? What do you got?
She just came out and said that she had failed the entrance test.
Right.
And she was called the next day. She came back in.
Yeah.
And took the test right by herself.
Right.
Where usually you've got anywhere from about 75 to 150 people taking it.
And she had sex
passed it. That's fine. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, good. Now.
Well, where are you going here? My time's limited. I only got 3 hours and something to go.
All right, fixing to go to it right now.
Right.
Thomas will be denied, just like Bork.
Oh, give me a break. I don't want predictions. This isn't a prediction show. 872-0750 outside of Atlanta, 1-800-WSB-TALK.
Atlanta's morning news. We really do things differently.
I watched, and then I had to drive here. I watched about the first 6 innings, and I had to drive to work, and I listened to it. Then I just, after it was about 8th inning, I just thought, who cares, and was just messing around.
Right.
I just took it as a loss. I just realized we weren't coming back, you know.
Right. Hey, Dave,
you
said you have trouble sleeping. I think it might have to do with your finances.
No, I know. The reason, well, what?
Your investments. Remember, a couple months back.
What investments?
I gave you a stock tip a couple months back.
You did?
I did.
What was it?
I told you to invest in the President's Son's oil exploration company.
Yeah.
At 2 3/4.
Right.
Last month is up to 7.5 and climbing.
Dang gum, really?
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 Now here's another one.
So I should buy about $25 worth or so? Or?
Oh, it's under $1 last time.
So buy, what is it, a penny stock?
Well, it's the President's drilling company. It's
right.
Trust.
No, it's out of my league, man.
No, it's under $1, man.
Yeah.
Well, by now, if he gets reelected,
I invest
and they start, drilling offshore in Florida and California and up in Alaska.
You got to make some money. You got to make some money before you invest it.
We're talking less than $1. Sure, Dave.
I invest in my Visa card, man.
Well, buy it on your Visa card. Look, you pay a lot. 18% your Visa card?
Yeah.
All right. Now, your investment from February to September was appreciated over 100%. You follow me there, Dave?
Yeah.
The difference between 100% and 18%.
I got it. Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
That's how we do it, right?
I'll call my broker.
Call your broker.
All right. I'll call my broker.
Hey, sell your Vega. And put your money.
It's pretty good Vega.
Well, you got to roll with the times, Dave.
Yeah. All right. See you later.
All right.
Bye. I want to buy a new car. I really do. I've been thinking seriously about it. A little Escort or something. Something a little more up to date. Fiesta. Something that's more my image, more me. Yeah. Thought Escort or Fiesta or something like that. I'm looking. I'm just not sure, Something really good like that. Let's go to Dale. Hey, Dale.
How's it going, Dave?
Pretty good, Dale.
What do you think about the Braves tonight?
Well, what do I think about them? I think they lost.
Well, they lost. What do you think? Well, I'll tell you what they'll do. After they win and beat Pittsburgh, which they can still do if they win tomorrow night, and they beat Toronto and Minnesota. It doesn't matter. After they win the World Series, what they all do is sign 3 balls. One for your little girl, one for your little boy, and one for you. For all the trouble they put you.
Well, no. If they did that, I'd sell them. I'd put them on. I'd bring them out here on the radio and sell them to the highest bidder.
Well, you can probably get at least, man,
$100 apiece.
Probably, but I tell you, this thing with Liz Taylor. Anybody to have Michael Jackson as their best or whoever walk him down the aisle, it's got to have problems.
Michael Jackson is a very talented guy. Extremely, but he's a Fruit Loop. This guy is a Fruit Loop. Something is mentally missing from this guy.
Yeah.
There is a screw loose in this guy. There is something. I read about. He goes on vacation with these 7-year-old kids.
Yeah.
If I was a parent, I'd say, man, keep away from my kid.
If he sleeps in a hypergenic chamber and plays
he really doesn't. He owns a monkey, but of course, if you're a millionaire, you can own monkeys, and I might own a monkey if I was rich. Who knows? But no, the guy's he's weird. He says he went and he locked himself up. He walked off. He got in a huff or whatever. His latest video, and some 7-year-old kid that's his buddy. He goes and he locks himself in the trailer, and I'm just, come on, come to your own age group here. Something's mentally missing from this guy. He can only associate with people under the age of about 8.
That's about true.
He goes on vacation with people 10 years old. And it says they play with thousands of dollars worth of toys. Something's wrong with this guy. Something is really,
He's off his rocker. No,
yeah, he's off his rocker.
This guy Fortinsky, he just fell into a gold mine. I don't care whether he got I'll tell you, for a guy like that, he hit at the right time, because this woman's about ready to croak. She's dying all over the place. She's selling perfume. She'll fall over soon.
So you think he's got the right idea?
Yeah.
He's doing like women normally do. He's married for money.
Get this. I was listening to the other night on the news. This guy, he gets $3 million. Even if they separate tomorrow, he gets $3 million in a prenup agreement.
Woo, man, $3 million. So what I'd do is I'd marry her, then I'd divorce her tomorrow. Say, give me my $3 million.
That's what gives me. it's box, stock, and barrel. And
no, but I don't care what you paid me. I could not get in bed with this woman.
Well,
I could not get in bed with this woman. I could not do it. I couldn't. I mean, we're talking. Oh my gosh, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry.
It's the scariest sight, but
it is. It really is.
Yeah. If I
can you imagine this woman cuddling up to you? Oh God.
Cuddle up nothing. I think you were back with a chair and whip.
Gee whiz, yeah.
But I'll make a quick comment about them kids in school. That'll get the guys at the dealership. That'll put them in jail. This guy had to be in his 60s because most security people are.
That's right. See you later.
All right, take it easy, Dave.
8720750. Y'all like my new bumper here? Sit back and relax. It's like what they play in Lamaze.
One game down, but tonight on AM-750 WSB, the Braves plan to even things up with the Pirates. Our playoff airtime is 8:05.
WSB Atlanta.
AM-750 WSB, news time at the tone, 2 o'clock.
AP Network News, I'm Sean Anderson. Anita Hill has returned to Washington, no longer an ambitious but anonymous law school grad, but now a symbol of an emotional national debate. The Oklahoma law professor arrived at Washington's National Airport Wednesday night, brushing off reporters' questions and walking through the terminal with a police escort. She'll testify at Senate hearings later this week about her charges that she was sexually harassed while working for Supreme Court nominee Clarence Thomas. Despite the delay in Thomas's confirmation vote, he's still getting full support from President Bush. Here's AP's Wendell Goller.
The president and Supreme Court nominee Clarence Thomas walked together on the sprawling south grounds of the White House in their first meeting since the allegations of sexual harassment against Thomas delayed his Senate confirmation. The judge had brushed aside reporters a few minutes earlier when they asked if he'd be able to refute the allegations.
Just testify, thanks.
Shortly before that, Bush had vowed support for Thomas and praised him as a man of integrity. But Bush would not answer specific questions about the charges or the new Senate investigation.
I've got strong feelings, but they all end up in strong support for Clarence Thomas.
Bush is frustrated by the delay, but says it won't help Thomas to get involved in the debate. Wendell Goller, AP Network News at the White House.
Jeff Coles is an AIDS sufferer from Orlando, Florida. He says he's pleased that the Food and Drug Administration has approved the use of the anti-AIDS drug DDI. One reason, he says, it'll be cheaper than the current drug on the market, AZT.
DDI, as I understand it, is of roughly $350 to $400, whereas the last time I had to pay for the AZT, it was $720 a month.
DDI was still given the okay despite questions about its safety and its effectiveness. Nearly 2 weeks after California Governor Pete Wilson vetoed a gay rights bill, there are still protests in that state. About 600 gay rights activists marched at Los Angeles International Airport Wednesday night. The group was surrounded by several hundred police officers to head off any delay in air traffic, but the demonstration came off peacefully. A Yugoslav army general says that there will be a partial withdrawal of federal forces from the breakaway Republic of Croatia. So far, the latest truce between Croatia, Serbia, and the Yugoslav army appears to be holding, although there have been reports of some violations. This is AP Network News. On Capitol Hill, more work concerning the unemployment benefits extension. We get the story from AP's Thelma Lebrecht.
Calling President Bush president of the U.S., not of the world, Democratic leaders say they want Bush to recognize Americans need help, and he should sign a measure extending jobless benefits by up to another 20 weeks. House Majority Whip David Bonnier disagrees with the administration's argument that the recession is short and shallow.
It is deep. It is prolonged. It's painful physically. It's painful mentally.
But Republicans contend Democrats had refused to compromise on the issue, encouraging a veto so that Democrats could score political points. Family Brecht, AP Network News, Capitol Hill.
A man convicted of killing Black Panther co-founder Huey Newton to gain standing with a prison gang has been convicted in the 1989 shooting. Tyrone Robinson was found guilty of first-degree murder. Newton was shot in the head 3 times near a crack house in West Oakland, California. On Wall Street Tuesday, the Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped 17 points to finish at 2946. A new survey says Americans are generally ignorant when it comes to nutrition. Our story from AP's Warren Levinson.
According to the survey for the American Dietetic Association, 3/4 of Americans believe there's good food and bad food. The ADA says there's no such thing, only diets that are out of balance. Only 7% know that fat should comprise 30% of one's total calories. ADA President-elect Judy Todd says the public is suffering from nutrition information overload.
We've all done it. Food industry, health professionals, the media. We continue to try to help them, and what instead I think we've done is put ourselves into a murk.
Americans know they don't know very much. Barely a quarter rated themselves very knowledgeable about dietary guidelines. To that end, the association says it will institute a nutrition information hotline in December. Warren Levinson, AP Network News, New York.
McDonnell Douglas, Macy's, and 2 other companies have settled Federal Trade Commission charges that they didn't tell unsuccessful job applicants that their credit information hurt their chances. A 20-year-old law requires employers to tell rejected applicants if they're denied a job based on shaky credit. In baseball, the Pittsburgh Pirates have taken Game 1 of the National League playoffs. The Bucs down the Atlanta Braves 5-1. The American League playoffs are even at a game apiece. Toronto defeated Minnesota 5-2. Sean Anderson, AP Network News.
Let's see. Sunday night is Ghost on HBO. Wednesday is Inside the NFL. Oh, I can't believe Pork Chop Hill is on Cinemax Friday.
Larry, what are you doing?
Planning my cable viewing schedule.
30 days in advance?
Well, there's so much on cable that's so good, I can't decide.
Yeah, like
24-hour news, sports, weather, movies.
But you can't watch cable 24 hours a day.
No, but isn't that why VCRs were invented?
You mean once I connect my TV to cable, I can tape movies and watch them over and over?
Movies, original programs, concerts, music videos, anything.
What about the big Tyson Holyfield fight in November?
Sure. Or you could just invite a few of your old buddies over and watch it live.
Yeah, I could.
Great. I'll pencil it in for the night of November 8th.
Then again, I could tape the fight and let you watch it later by yourself.
Hey, wait, that's not fair.
What do you mean?
This month, you can get a standard cable installation for just $9.95. Call GCTV at 292-8822, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to midnight.
This is Bob Glaskoff in the AM-750 WSB News Center. The Braves couldn't get an offense going in the first game of the National League Championship Series in Pittsburgh. Braves beat them 5-1 Wednesday. The only Atlanta score came on a David Justice home run leading off the 9th. Pittsburgh spread their scores through the game, 1 in the first, 2 more in the third, 1 each in the 6th and 8th innings. Game 2 tonight, Thursday night, airtime on AM-750 WSB 8:05. Now, the Braves-Pirates series has prompted an unusual challenge between some city council members. AM-750 WSB's Kerry Browning has that story.
In Pittsburgh, Councilman Bernard Reagan and Dwayne Darkins say they will come to Atlanta and pick up trash if the Braves win the series. Here in Atlanta, it is councilpersons Mary Davis and Morris Finley who were nominated to respond.
I have no intentions of sweeping the streets in Pittsburgh. But I do look forward to the Pittsburgh councilperson coming in taking care of the streets of Perry Homes.
That's Councilman Morris Finley, who says he already has some streets picked out for him to sweep and says he has no doubt the Pittsburgh council members will do a good job cleaning up Atlanta streets after the Braves clean up the Pirates. Kerry Browning, AM-750 WSB News.
A Georgia Bureau of Investigation official testifying at a hearing on Wayne Williams' appeal of his murder convictions said his agency ran a secret investigation into evidence of Ku Klux Klan involvement in the killings. Williams' attorneys contend the details of the Klan investigation were allegedly withheld from his trial lawyers, depriving Williams of a fair trial. say goodbye to the Imperial Chicken plant in Cumming. It's going to close its doors for good, and city manager Gerald Blackburn tells WSB he hates to see it go.
Imperial Food had been a good neighbor with us. There had been things that had come along that we had worked with them, and they had corrected those problems. And we will lose 115 jobs in the city, and certainly with a downturn in the economy and that many more people in the job market, that's going to make it a little tougher to recover.
The Cumming plant's owned by the same company that operated a similar facility in North Carolina. A fire there killed 25 people late this summer. Here, triple the traffic coverage. The Bell South Mobility Network, band, Skycopter, Skyplane reports. And when you see a problem, dial *750. It's a free call for Bell South Mobility customers. Now Atlanta's most accurate weather with WSB meteorologist Kirk Mellish.
The WSB exclusive 5-day forecast, clear and cool overnight, low near 53. Later today, increasing clouds, breezy and warmer, a high near 77, a low near 53. And the extended forecast, Friday through Sunday for the Braves, partly sunny, highs around 73 and lows around 48. I'm meteorologist Kirk Mellish in the AM-750. WSB Weather Center.
WSB talk show host David Paul is next. I'm Bob Glaskoff. And if news breaks out, we'll break in. This is Atlanta's news, weather, and traffic station, AM-750. WSB. Depend on it.
David Ball here. I love this music. Mason Williams and the Mannheim Steamroller. Good stuff, really good stuff. When you're with a girl, you play this kind of stuff. I read that once. Oh, yeah, get the candles out, you know, and get the mood set right, and then put that on the background. You sit on the floor and eat your pizza, and right. Have a good time. That's the kind of music, you know. Let's see.
Is an average pitcher right now?
I just received assurance from a man that knows statistics. A person that's on their way to getting their CPA, becoming a CPA, and they all this was laid out in front of me. I just saw it a few minutes ago. And the Braves are going to take the World Series. There's no doubt. I mean, we're talking mathematical genius put this together for me. The Braves are going. I've been assured. I can say this because it is true. We are going to win the World Series.
All right. All right, Dave, about this topic. I mean, just leave it to a simple question like this.
Okay.
To get the conservative blood in me just flowing.
Okay.
I mean, you tried to get what you called the conservative opinion earlier tonight. Right. I'm not going to mention any names, but let me give the real conservative opinion. I don't know what the hell that was.
That was Wes.
Well, right. This is the bottom line, Dave. The question here is not, is this a felony or should these people be charged with murder? The question is, should we use lethal injection or execution? Dave, this is the bottom line. These people, these three beer-drinking little thugs from Georgia Southern, and why does that surprise anybody? A bunch of crooks come out of Georgia Southern, biggest loser school in the Southeast, and Dave, it's obvious that school does nothing but put out losers. These kids come out, and you know what the problem is, Dave? It's respect.
Right.
It's discipline. These little renegade assholes come out here and they think they're going to get by with something. They can't live by the rules that have been placed here by the great leaders before them, so they're going to break a rule. And you know who pays the price for it?
Who?
This old guy sitting there doing his job, and now he's dead. And you know why he's dead, Dave? Because these people break in there because they are too cheap to live their own little life. You understand, Dave?
Yeah.
But now thanks to era Mr. Kennedy and all the other crying heart little liberals, well, Well, they didn't mean to do that.
Right.
Dave, let me try to make another analogy with this, Dave.
Okay.
What if I break into a car and I hit the emergency brake and the car rolls in? I'm taking the radio, right?
Mm-hmm.
The car rolls into the car in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Dave, I shouldn't be charged with a dent in that car. I only meant to take the radio. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? I guess I should be a little more responsible next time I'm breaking the law. You people are disgusting. These kids are a bunch of killers. They're pathetic excuse for human beings. And to even hint at these people not being anything short of a murderer is disgusting. And the whole thing, and nobody else knows this, of course, but me, is this is nothing more than a sympathy party because these are a bunch of students.
Right.
What if these were three people that broke out of a prison and the same thing happened? Would there be any sympathy? Would there be any question at all what happened?
No, we'd want to hang them.
We'd want to hang them, execute them. But no, these were just a bunch of beer-drinking little jerk students that go to Georgia Southern. Dave, it is sick. You know, and why is this even up for debate? It's black and white. The question, like I say, it's respect. It's discipline. You can't live by our rules. Of course, let's be a vigilante.
Yeah.
Let's be a little renegade. And they even think. And you had a guy call last hour, Dave, that said he used to be in law enforcement. This will never stick. Well, thanks to assholes like him. I'm glad he's not in law enforcement anymore, Dave. What was he enforcing? There are rules in this country. The rule was broken. Who's to sit here and say, well, they didn't mean to do that? They didn't know the guy had a heart condition.
Right.
Dave, you fall off a cliff, you hit the bottom. These people fell off the cliff, but let's throw them a net. This country is sick. And it's thanks to this leftist society that we're slowly turning into. You know what I mean, Dave?
I know what you mean, Mark.
Is it clear now?
It's a lot clearer now, Mark.
It is nothing short of murder. Now, I don't think, of course, you're going to get all these other little people calling in saying, well, there goes that Mark again. Thinks he knows it all. Let me tell you something, Dave. If it weren't for people like me for the last 200 or 300 years,
that's right.
You people would be picking cotton right now. Somebody in this country has to have a backbone. And if it's not going to be people like me, it's not going to happen, Dave.
Okay, Mark.
It's the bottom line, Dave.
Thank you, Mark.
See you.
That was the bottom line.
Listen to win tickets to Wildlife America, the exposition, October 18th to the 20th at the World Congress Center. Plus, we have a beautiful poster for you and tickets to the preview night party on October 17th. Join me afternoons 4 to 7 for the Hometown Radio Show. This is Garo. Wes.
Thanks, Gary. Join AM-750 WSB for the Human Race, a 10K and 1 mile fun run coming up Saturday, October 19th at Georgia Plaza Park, right across from the Capitol. All proceeds provide food and shelter for homeless people here in Atlanta. For more information, call 248-1129. It's another Heart of Atlanta project from AM-750 WSB, where you can join me, Wes Minner, for the hot event-driven talk show in the night, weeknights, 8 until midnight.
And join us this Saturday for AM-750 WSB's first annual Fall Gardening Festival with the Atlanta Botanical Garden. We'll be in Piedmont Park near the tennis courts with over 40 exhibitors, gardening demonstrations, live entertainment, door prizes, food, and more. Thanks to great sponsors like Pike Design Group, Garden on the Spot, Troy Built, Emergency Networks, and Pennington Lawn Seed. Meet AM-750 WSB's gardening expert, Kathy Henderson, and all your other favorite AM-750 WSB personalities. Hope to see you there. And that's what's happening.
Peanuts, Spider-Man, Killer Tomatoes, MC Hammer, Barbie, Robin Hood, Maid Marian, Christopher Columbus, Pilgrims, Cowboys and Indians, Mermaid, Angel, Flapper, Genie, Shark, it's October, Halloween costume time. Cowgirl, Dance Hall Girl, Bumblebee, Clown, Dinosaur, Dalmatian, Zorro, Devil, Friar Tuck, Vampire, Bride of Frankenstein, Ghost, Wizard, Hobo, Scarecrow. Have you decided what you're going to be this year? Sunday, Humpty Dumpty, Eminem, Cave People, King and Queen, Cleopatra, Lion, Tiger, Bunny, Pink Poodle, Star Trekkie, Garfield, Ninja Turtle, Pac-Man, Rock Lobster, Octopus, Sylvester and Tweety, Bugs Bunny, Honey Bunny, Batman, Superman, the Jetsons, the Flintstones, Hershey's Kisses. With a little help from Hancock Fabrics, you can be anything you want to be. A bear, a bat, unicorn, ladybug, butterfly, Wicked Witch, Warlock, Dracula, Rap Star, Peanuts, Spider-Man, Killer Tomatoes, MC Hammer, Barbie, Robin Hood, Maid Marian, Christopher Columbus, Pilgrims. Whoa. Better get started early. The witching hour will be here before you know it. Hancock Fabrics, where the best is not expensive.
Hello, Darrell.
Yeah, Dave.
Hey, Darrell.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Fine. What I want to talk about, I want to talk about this Liz Taylor thing. Wouldn't you marry Liz Taylor for her money?
I would never marry Liz Taylor.
Oh, come on. She's a pig, but
she is a pig.
got a lot of money, Dave.
No. That means I have to wake up with her. I have to. I just don't like her. I have nothing for it all. I've never met her. I don't know her real personality, but I just no. Would I just marry her for her money? Just marry her? No. It means I have to live with her. I have to eat breakfast with her, eat lunch with her. Probably.
Yeah.
I have to go out with her. I don't even.
She's been married.
I don't even know if I like her.
Yeah, but you think about how many times she's been married. You don't have to be married to her long. She's been married about, what, 8 times?
That's right.
So you know you're not going to last very long.
No, I would not. No, I would not marry her.
Oh, now.
No, I would not. I would not. Now, if I met her at a party and we got along, we met again, and I liked her personality, and we really got along, and I liked her, and I wouldn't mind waking up with her in the morning. I wouldn't mind going to the movies with her. I wouldn't mind going out with her on Saturday night, and I wouldn't mind spending 10 hours a day with her.
No, we're not talking about serious marriage here. We're talking about just money time.
No. Well, see, it's not just It's a lot more to it than that.
No.
I mean, once you marry somebody, even though it's a millionaire, you get accustomed to it. You get accustomed to the money, and after a while, it's no big deal. It's no big deal, and then you realize you're stuck with this person. So you'd better like them.
No.
Yeah. No.
All you got to do is just look how many times.
So you'd marry her.
Huh?
You're part of the 76% moron crowd out there.
I'm that 76 guy right there.
Right. You're part of that crowd out there.
Yeah, I'm part of it. Another thing I was wanting to talk about.
Yeah.
I was sitting here watching TV while I was waiting on. You know how much the phone sex lines made this year?
How much?
$400 million. Can you believe people are calling that?
I got to start one of those.
I know. That's what
I have
that's
got to start one of those. You know, people are really crazy on those things. They literally on the news. They'll ask some goofy questions. So, should Clarence Thomas, should they yay or nay on Clarence Thomas? 50 cents per vote, yay or nay, right? And literally, thousands of people will go to the phones and call up and pay 50 cents to vote on Clarence Thomas, and it's so dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so clear what the news media is doing. They're making money. Let's set up a 900 line for the suckers out there. Their opinion is meaningless, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's so...
Well, you see these things, they say, $5 for the first minute.
Right.
35 cents for the next
Have you ever
song?
called one?
Yeah. No.
Never called one. You sound like the type, Darrell.
Oh, now, Dave.
You do. You sound like the type. You sound like the kind of guy that get into that sort of thing, Darrell.
No, I'm into making money. See, that's why I'm talking about Liz Taylor.
Yeah.
I'm not into spending it. All right, Dave.
All right, see you later.
All right.
Bye. Hey, Jim, you're on AM-750 WSB.
Hello, Dave.
Hey, Jim.
I was just wondering, after reading the paper the other day about the guy that married Liz Taylor.
Yeah.
How, as a construction worker, how did he afford to enter that Betty Ford alcohol treatment place? Because I'm sure that's a very expensive place, and I wouldn't think a construction worker could afford it.
Is that the way he met her?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's the place to go. That's the place to go to meet some rich person.
Somebody must have bankrolled him so he could go there to meet her.
If you are a gigolo, right? That is the place to go. And that is, in fact, that's a great idea. When I'm down and out, when I'm unemployed and I can't find work, I think I'll take a loan and go to the Betty Ford Clinic.
But think about it now, Dave.
Yeah.
Society, if a woman marries for money, society says, oh, she's smart.
Right.
But if a man marries for money, he's a gigolo. Isn't that a double standard? You damn right it is.
Well, man's capable of making it on his own. Woman is not.
Like a porcupine.
872-0750 outside of Atlanta. 1-800-WSB-TALK. Back to the phones, and let's go to, who's this, Bill?
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, how's it going there?
It's going pretty good, Bill.
That's good. Number one,
yeah.
No, I would not marry Liz Taylor.
You wouldn't, huh? Isn't that good to know? That sure is good to know, guy. It really is good to know.
No.
I mean, everybody out in the audience has a sigh of relief because you said you would marry her.
No, she's
right.
way too old.
Right.
She's a has-been.
Well, it's not necessarily her. I wouldn't marry anybody I didn't really know. No,
me
But it
neither.
says 76% of the audience said, men's survey said they would marry her. They would marry her. And that's so stupid.
Really?
You don't marry somebody unless you know them and you like them, or you love them and you really enjoy their company, just everything about them.
Right.
That's why you marry.
Right.
Or that's why you're supposed to marry.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree.
I wouldn't. The person I marry, we're literally. I mean, just 24 hours a day. I want to be with this person. You want to be with them all the time. You could be locked in a house with them for 48 hours and never see anybody else, and you're never lonely.
Right.
Right? You
Right.
can just stay with that person, and that's all you need.
Right.
That is the kind of person you want to marry.
Exactly.
Right, not somebody who gets on your nerves after 2 hours. Right? I mean, yeah, and you felt that before, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good feeling.
Of course.
It's a great feeling.
I've been married for 19 years.
Right. So you're not lonely when you're with your woman.
No.
Yeah, all you need. That's all you need.
That's right.
Yeah.
And
Isn't that a good feeling? That is a good feeling.
the guys that caused the guy to have the heart attack.
Yeah.
Maybe manslaughter would be the most that they could get. I would think. I wouldn't think. First degree murder. No.
Well, what it is a person can be charged with felony murder if someone dies as an indirect result of that person committing another felony, and they definitely did.
Yeah.
So you think we should just maybe charge them with what?
First degree manslaughter.
First degree manslaughter.
Yeah.
Well, what if they just drop the murder charge altogether and just charge them with felony? Charge them with breaking and entering. Is that all right? That doesn't bother you?
Well, now,
Or you agree with everything Mark said?
Well, not everything Mark said.
Yeah.
I don't agree with everything Mark said,
but some of it.
Some of it, yeah.
All right. Hey, good talking to you. See you later. Let's go to David. Hey, David, you're on AM-750 WSB.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing pretty well.
Well, that's good.
And you? How are you doing?
Oh, I'm just fine, thank you.
Great.
I was calling. I wanted to make two comments.
Okay.
One concerning the guys we hopefully are going to have to play in the American League. I was wondering if you'd seen any of the American League games.
No.
So far.
No, I have not.
I watched.
They're 1-1. That's all I know.
Yeah. Those guys look pretty awesome.
Do they? I haven't watched them. I don't know.
Compared to a lot of the comments you made earlier.
Yeah. Oh, do they? Yeah, because are they?
They're pitching. Their pitching is what.
Well,
impressed me.
I thought Ronnie Gant was a bad dude. I mean, what a bad-looking dude this guy is. But next to next to Pittsburgh, he's a little guy.
Yeah, he is a pretty small guy.
A little bitty guy.
But he's a good player.
Right, he's a good player. But all their players, man, mean-looking. I mean, just golly, just tough guys.
Well, Ryan's got.
Yeah.
He's got to make a comeback. He's been slumping a little bit lately.
Yeah.
The other comment was Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah.
Well, she's not really a pig.
No.
But interesting was Christine Applegate.
Yeah.
She's nice.
Yeah, I know she's nice.
Now, comparing her to Elizabeth Taylor.
No comparison.
None. None at all.
One is fresh, right?
And
fresh meat.
Fresh meat.
Right.
But
the other's spoiled.
Speaking of either one of them in the breath of marriage.
Yeah.
Nah.
Well, I wouldn't marry unless you just, you have to have that feeling.
Oh, yeah.
You got to have that feeling, right?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Great call. Unbelievable. Wow. Let's go to Matt. Hey, Matt.
Hey there, Dave.
Hey, Matt.
I'm not going to ask how you doing because you done said it a million times.
Well, you just said it, though. You said it in conversation. You said how you doing. I'm not going to ask you. So already you've wasted a minute. We've talked about something you didn't want to ask me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So you did a whole minute. Now a minute and a half's gone by, and you talking about something you didn't even want to. Right. Okay. What?
You said you was interested in buying a car.
Yeah.
You'd like me to? I'd write down a list and call some dealerships tomorrow for you. I've got a few connections.
You do?
Yeah.
What kind of connections you got?
I have a bunch of friends of mine that work at a Toyota dealership.
Really?
Buick, Chevrolet.
Can you get them at cost?
Well, I can probably get them talked down pretty low.
Talk down pretty low?
Yeah.
Talk down, but not at cost, huh?
Well, I mean, that all depends on how much cash you got to put down. You know?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, I've thought, you know what I thought I wanted? This is no joke. What I thought? Well, I want a Supra, Toyota Supra.
Yeah.
Then somebody said, well, they cost $30,000.
No, they're not that expensive.
Well, how expensive are they? And I got a limit of I only want to spend about $7,500.
Okay, well, last time
I want my payments to be right around $175 a month. I can afford that.
$175 a month.
Yeah, I can't get a Supra for that.
Not quite.
Yeah, I can't see, because a lot of people, they get these car payments, literally $14,000 cars, and we're talking, what are you talking, $350 a month?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine spending that kind of money on a car.
Well,
$350, $400 a month on a sporty car. I couldn't imagine it.
Have you seen when
I buy a car, I buy a shell. I don't want air conditioning. I don't want radio. I want plastic seats. I don't want anything.
You want a go-kart, right?
I want. That's what I want more. I want something that's going to last me 10 years and get me 40 miles per gallon.
Oh man, well I was reading an article on the new.
Yeah, and the payments can't be any more than $175 a month.
Well, you heard of the new GMC Cyclone pickups they've got out?
Right, yeah.
Those are like $25,000.
My gosh.
For a pickup. But in the long run, though, it's a lot cheaper to go with that instead of buying a Ferrari because it will outrun the Ferrari 0 to 60.
No joke. Boy, that'll come in handy.
Oh, yes.
If you ever on 85 or something, right? You come across a Ferrari, you can beat them.
Yes.
Well, that's good.
Well,
Glad to hear it. Really
am. You want me to call around?
No, don't worry about it. No, don't worry about it. I'm not going to buy anything. I'm too cheap.
Okay.
I can't afford it anyway. Yeah.
On Liz Taylor?
Yeah.
Not Liz Taylor, not me, but Julia Roberts, definitely.
Well, I think Julie is nice, but I think she's stupid. Now, who wants a stupid woman? All right, see you later. Now, who wants a twit? 872-0750 outside of Atlanta. 1-800-WSB Talk.
Atlanta's morning news. We really do things differently. AM-750 W.